Okay, Mickey class, today I would like to read you a story, Pete the Cat, Crayons Rock. This is one of the new books I have that I brought home from the classroom. I got this book at the Caves bookstore by the high-speed rail station in Jubei. When it's okay to leave your home again, I think it would be a good idea if you would like to go with your mommy and daddy to this bookstore because there are so many fun English books, Magic Treehouse books, Pete the Cat books, Bum Detective books, but those are in Chinese. But many, many fun books at Caves bookstore. So we love Pete the Cat. He's a very cool cat. He likes to play guitar. He's a little bit of a naughty cat, but in this book he is not so naughty. So let's find out about Pete the Cat, Crayons Rock by Kimberly and James Dean. We have many colors of the crayons here. Crayons, a lot of times, will have a word to talk about what kind of color it is, if you look on a box of crayons sometimes. So we have green, but it can be groovy green, deep purple, cool cat blue, rockin' red, mellow yellow, orange tabby. Tabby is a kind of cat. And here are all of Pete's friends. Maybe he drew these pictures. Let's see. Here are some things that the people who wrote the book said. So when somebody writes a book, the author, they can make a message to someone. So if I write a book and I say, okay, this book is for Mickey class. So these are the things they said. Matthew 6:34. I think this is from the Bible. That's a book that some people like to read and believe in. To BS, that must be a person's name. Thank you for encouraging me every day. Love always. So these are just some fun messages. Let's read the story. Pete loves his big box of groovy crayons. He loves to draw things like cars, trucks, flowers, and trees. And most of all, the big blue sea. So we have a truck, a ladybug, some cars, some ocean. Key West, that's a beach town in America. It's in Florida. It's a lot like Thailand. Or maybe Kenting. It's a lot like Kenting. So he's drawing. He's maybe at his house. From rockin' red to cool cat blue, with a box of crayons, there's nothing Pete can't do. One day, Pete decided to draw something new. Look at cool artist Pete. He's so cool. His friends! He wants to draw his friends. Using lots of colors is so much fun. Pete wanted to use every one. He scribbled and drew a great big smile. His drawings were groovy and rockin' with style. Crayons rock. And they're playing some music. Na 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 na. Crayons rock. Do 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 do. Crayons rock. All the crayons are playing music too. Pete was proud of the pictures he drew. He hoped his friends would dig them too. Dig means like. He hoped his friends would like them. Pete showed Grumpy Toad first. Grumpy Toad said, "This doesn't look right. Those colors are way too bright." Well, that's not a very nice thing to say. Oh, look at Pete. It doesn't make him very happy. But Pete thought, hey, no sweat. That's all right. The next one will be dynamite. He said, that's okay if my first friend doesn't like it. The next one will be so good. Pete showed Gus his picture too. Gus asked, who is this supposed to be? It doesn't really look like me. Well, that's not very nice. Is Pete so happy about that? But Pete thought, hey, no sweat. That's all right. The next one will be just right. For Callie from Pete. He made one for his friend Callie. Pete finally showed Callie her picture. Callie said, this one is fine, but it feels like something's missing from mine. What do you think is missing? But it's not a very nice thing to say. Look at him. He's not so happy now. Pete said, what a mess. Bummer. I guess my drawings aren't the best. Pete started to frown. he put his crayons down. So many people don't like his pictures. Now, I wonder if he thinks he's a very good artist or not. In art class, the teacher asked, "Pete, what are you going to make?" "I don't know. I'm afraid of making a mistake." Look, he's talking to Teacher Rainbow. Pete looked around. Gus drew the coolest superheroes. Callie's flowers were awesome, out of sight. Grumpy's motorcycle was just right. Pete's heart sank. His paper was blank. He doesn't know if he can do it. He doesn't know if he's good enough. The gang looked at Pete and said, "No sweat, it's all right. It doesn't have to be just right. Your art is cool because it's you. Your art is so unique. Grab your groovy box of crayons. Show us your technique." The friend said, "Pete, you have Pete style. You can do whatever you want." The teacher agreed. Art should be fun. Art is for everyone. From Rockin' Red to Cool Cat Blue, with the box of crayons, there's nothing you can't do. Pete smiled. There are no rules. It's no big deal. Art is about how it makes you feel. Pete loved his cool art. That's the one thing Pete knew. Suddenly, Pete knew exactly what to do. He tried again. Look, he's on the magic school bus with all of his crayon friends. They're playing more music. Crayons rock, do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Crayons rock, do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Instead of drawing them one by one, Pete drew the whole gang just having fun. All of his friends. Wow! Way to go, Pete! That's a rockin' masterpiece. It's so beautiful. Grumpy Toad Gus and Callie agreed. Pete's picture was off the charts. See, that's the groovy thing about art. He did it Pete style. The best art comes from the heart. Crayons rock. Whatever you do, it's okay because it's your style. He's drawing Pete on a bicycle, Pete, a heart. Oh, art can be so much fun. And that is the end of that story. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.